Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by and checking out my videos. Today's video is about, yes, how I blew through my 401k in 8 months. Well, I retired in November 7th of 2025, 8 months ago or so. And instead of rolling it over, I needed it to fix my car. I know I could keep staying, and it's always the same, fixing this, fixing that. So I still retired on that date. I had a couple bonuses I took with me and requested for my 401k. I had to wait a week or two for the last remaining paycheck I was getting. So that was a little bit longer. And then I took it by normal mail, and that took a little bit longer. I know I could have paid for Federal Express or UPS. I didn't think I was going to need it right away, but basically I wanted to roll it over and invest it or something. It wasn't a whole lot of money. It was about 17,000, actually 21,000, but the government took 4,000 of that. My car broke down on November 24th, well, Thanksgiving Day, and we're out with my family. We had two cars, and thank goodness my wife drove her car because mine went haywire on that really cold day. It's very cold that day, so we ended up having it towed. And thank goodness I kind of requested my money, because it came to around $4,100 to fix my car. There was a lot of issues with it. It had had three leaks, and they had to do a lot of work to lower the transmission to get to the differential, stop one leak. It was just, I don't know a whole lot about the cars. That's why a mechanic has been working on our car for years, does a good job. And first he initially called me back and said $850, but then called me back later and said it's going to be more around 4,000, because my Cadillac converter was bad. The belt, alternator, three leaks fixed, came to that $4,100. And then a few weeks later, actually about a month or so later, a rock in the middle of the road came up and hit my gas line and busted it. That sucked. So that's another $400 or $500. Everybody's birthday, all my kids' birthday was just like a month or 2 months away from each other. My wife's birthday too, and so I celebrated all those birthdays with my 401k. For my kids, I told them next year I won't be able to do that. Put some money into my wife's car a little bit. My taxes went up. My property taxes here, my home insurance. It was always one thing after another that led up to me spending my 401k. I lived on that. Now I'm on a budget. I'm on Social Security, so I still make my mortgage payment. Closer, hopefully, to pay this off soon. But that's another thing. Can I keep going on at 65 on a house and repairs? And that's costly too. That's cost me in my 401k as a new water pump from our home. Water was out for a while, and I had to hire a plumber, and I had to pay him. And then he never got it really running until I finally got a hold of another friend, and he got it going for me. We had to pay for water at the store, those big 5-gallon drums, for a month. But once the 401k came in, everything was fixed. But yeah, it just, I was amazed and shocked how fast I really went through it. Instead of buying a new car, I couldn't buy a new car. I still could have only buy a used one, and that may have issues too. So, you was going to keep putting more money back into it. Plus, it was really cold out. in that month of November and December. Well, actually, all through the winter. But I didn't want to go out and look for another car or do any of that. So I just thought I'd get this one fixed. Mechanic said if you get these things fixed, it'll probably do really well. Sulfur is going bad a little bit now, and that's about $1,000 there. So it just keeps coming, you know. I mean, it's hard to be prepared for retirement. You get your Social Security set up and try to work to. You can only stay so long, you know. When I turned 65, I was ready to go, and that was in July. I said I was going to leave in October. Actually, I didn't leave till November 7th, and yeah, it's just you know, you can keep staying. Some of the guys will probably stay till they're older, maybe, who knows, but and you have no life left, you know. You work for somebody, and I've seen it so many times from workers there that retired before me that passed away months later, and I didn't want to be that guy, you know. You try to budget, but you know, we got still thinking about, you know, what we're going to do later with the house, you know, or I'm still working on the house as much as I can and then cutting the grass, all that stuff. But it gets to the point where you don't want to keep working on stuff because it keeps costing you a lot of money. But it's hard to go through that money so fast like that. I don't want no more loans or, you know, or try to buy a new car. I can't afford mortgage payment, and that keeps going up. And like I said, I mean, I had to give them extra money for the inflation of taxes. That was $1,000, I believe. Yeah, a little more, maybe 1,000. I think they knew I had money in there at the time. They just make sure I put that in there. They keep raising my payment. I think already 2 or 3 times in 1 year. I told them I can't do anymore. Yeah, here's the extra money, you know, and raise my payment. And it's always a repair or car repair or always something. Like my wife's car's having issues now with tie rods and stuff. We've always had these issues over the years. We've put like thousands of dollars into cars. It's been really expensive. Cars are expensive, so I think less driving it, so less you're going to put wear and tear on it. And my wife drives a lot, and they like going out to the movies and all this and stuff. And I knew it wasn't going to last me too long having that only around 17,000. It did do some good. I helped with my daughter's car too. Helped pay for her problem. She had also tie rod and ball joint issues, which cost around $600-700. Just trying to be a dad that helps out a little bit. Well, I could, but like I said, you know, I wasn't going to wait to retire any later. I've been there for almost 20 years and been through 6 managers and hundreds of employees in and out, arguments over the years with employees, you know, on certain occasions, you know, chaos or gossip and, you know, all that stuff. And my time was up. I couldn't wait to go. I didn't look back. I did go back maybe once or twice to say hi to the guys just passing through. But everything changes once you retire. So a lot of those people, your friends at work, really never come around too much anymore. So if you got issues you need help with, you're really not going to get them. I don't get a whole lot of help if I need help. So the house thing is going to have to be thought about pretty soon. How long can I keep going on it? How much more money can I keep putting in it? Because it's expensive. If you own your own home, you better know how to learn some skills now so you can do things to cut cost on your home later, because it gets costly if you have your own home, and a lot of people don't think about that part. Spend on plumbers and heating, air conditioning, or your air conditioning goes out. You got to fix it or pay for it. Pay for it's going to be a lot more for sure. But yeah, that's about it. I just blew through my 401k in a matter of 8 months. But let me know in the comments below if you are getting ready to retire, and thinking that no matter what you do, you're still stuck in a hole, but you want to retire. Um, you're just going to have to cut a lot of things out. A lot of expenditures, a lot of don't. Let me know below in the comments too if you're retired now and you spent your 401k, or getting ready to retire, other things that will keep you going financially to make a difference. My name's Bill. It'd be really great if you subscribe, like, or share, comment below, any of that stuff. I would really appreciate it. So think about everything you need to before you retire. Do it right, and God bless and have a great day. Thank you for watching my channel.